A perfect day. Yesterday was honestly like a perfect day. Um, yeah, I don't even know. Obviously, never nothing's ever really perfect, but to my standards, like that's a pretty perfect day in my opinion. Yesterday was my girlfriend's 18th birthday, and I know this isn't really like a motivational video or advice video or anything like that, but I feel like it's necessary because sometimes like even though you might have school or something, you kind of gotta just live your life. You gotta have your experiences because at the end of the day, like you can't be letting school or even work take over your entire life. Sometimes really just kind of gotta go with the flow and do things for you. That inner child inside of you, like what is fun? What will just let you have your experiences and live your life and not feel like it's always work or you feel strapped down all the time. Like yesterday, well, not yesterday, but like a day or two before, or whatever. I kind of was persuading Alina into, my girlfriend, persuading her into, skipping school yesterday for her birthday because it's her 18th birthday. Like, dude, that's a big milestone, and now she's like an adult, and yeah, like I wanted to spend the day with her because I didn't really spend a day with her. So yeah, she did. Her mom was like, yeah. So we did, and it was so great. We left at like 9ish. We got her birthday Starbucks, and then we drove to the city, which was like an hour of just music and talking, and it was great. And then we had breakfast. I had this like really. We went to Pure and Simple. I don't know if you know what that is, but she has celiac, so we gotta have some gluten-free options. So Pure and Simple, we went there. I had this really good like French toast thing, and she had her crepe. That was really good. And then yeah, what did we do after? We went to this like really big antique mall. It's like a vintage antique mall, 2 floors. Like you could be looking there for hours, and I think we honestly probably did. And I don't know. Sometimes in places like that, I just be getting headaches. I don't know if it's like the dust or just there's so much stuff or I don't know. But sometimes in like really big places like that, especially if it's kind of old, I don't know, I just began like a headache and feeling different. But yeah, so like halfway through almost, maybe a little bit after, I had to go get my water from the car because I don't know, I was kind of feeling off. But that was good. She found a CD. I found a CD. Yeah, it was great. Just talking, chilling, and then after that we went to a mall. And yeah, my birthday gift to her was any piercing that she wants, she can get. Well, on this little card I gave her, I said belly button because I think that's the one that she wanted to get last time, and I think it would look good on her, right? So I said this is a belly button or like any other piercing you want, and yeah, so she got the belly button piercing. But yeah, we went walk around the mall for a bit, and we went to the CD store, and I wanted this Jack Harlow CD. Well, I didn't really like. I thought it was cool, and I was like, "Oh, this would be cool," but I'm not gonna get it because I just didn't really want to spend the money. And she was like, "Oh, I'll get it for you." I'm like, "No, don't get it for me, bro. It's literally your birthday. You cannot be spending money on me." And I was like, "No, don't get it. I want it, but I don't need to. So don't get me it." She was like, "Well, do you like the album?" I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Do you want it?" I was like, "Yeah, but you don't gotta get it." She's like, "I'm getting it for you." I'm like, "No." And I told her no like 5 times. I was like, "You do not have to get me this. It's your birthday." And she was like, "I'm getting it for you." And she did. And I'm very grateful because today I was going to school. Right as soon as I got the car in the morning, I just broke it open. It was fire, dude. It was so fire. It was a good feeling opening up a CD for the first time. Like on my phone, this like aux adapter I have so I can actually play music. It's from the dollar store, so the music quality is always like pretty eh. And then as soon as I put a CD in, it's like 100 times better. So I was low-key vibing to that all day. I'm very happy. Anyways, she got me that CD, so that was really nice of her. I really appreciate it. And yeah, and then we got her belly button pierced. Really fire. Like it just fits her. And I've been saying it for a while. I'm like, you should get a belly button piercing because it just fits you. Like, yeah, it looks good. It looks good. She said it's kind of hard to like stand up and sit down though because it kind of like stretches or pulls or something. I don't know. I didn't think it would hurt that much, but I guess it is kind of by like, I guess it's the torso. I don't know, but it looks really good, and I'm glad she got it. I think she's glad she got it. And then what do you do after that? We stopped in for gas because I was low-key running low on gas, so I had to get like $10 of gas. And then we went to a thrift store, just kind of looked around, looked at like some CDs, and we weren't there for too long because it was kind of getting late. It was probably like 5:40, maybe 6 actually, maybe like 6:30. Yeah, I think it was probably 6:30 or something. And then we drove to a Costco. I got my gas, and then we went out to dinner at Moxie's, and it was very good. So we were eating like dinner, and she went to the washroom like pretty soon, and the waitress came over, and I totally forgot to tell the waitress it was her birthday. So I was like, frick. I told the first waitress, but then like our waitresses like switched or something, so I totally forgot to. And then she was like sitting there, and we were eating, and I was like, oh shoot, I gotta tell the waitress it's her birthday. Like, she gotta get her free gift or whatever, her free dessert. I was like, okay, damn. So I was literally thinking in my head, I'm like, yo, please give me a chance where she will leave to go to the washroom or something, and then the waitress will come by, like perfect timing. I was like, please. And she was like, just finished on eating, and she had like a burger, and it was like low-key kind of messy. And I kind of told her, I was like, you might have to go to the washroom and like clean your hands or something. Like, it was smooth. Like, I don't think she realized what I was trying to do. And then she was like, oh yeah, I probably will. And then she like finished and then went to the washroom. As soon as she like was turning the corner into the washroom, our waitress comes by. Perfect timing. I was like, yo, it's her birthday. Please, like, anything gluten-free. She was like, okay, I'll check with the chef and I'll be right back. And I was like, okay. So my girlfriend gets back. Alina gets back. Her name's Alina. Bro, I keep forgetting that. Alina gets back, and I'm like, and she asked me, she's like, did you tell the waitress it's my birthday? I'm like, nah. But I just started smiling. Like, I had a cheesy-ass grin on my face. Like, obviously I was probably lying, but she believed me. And she was like, no, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah, I wonder if they even do desserts here, trying to play it off like I didn't, and we like looked it up, and apparently they did, and I had no idea. And then a waitress like walked by, and I was like hoping they weren't gonna come and ask her what she wanted for dessert or anything. They didn't, and we were just like talking, and then the chef came out and like put the dessert on the table, and he was like, happy birthday from me to you. And I was like, oh damn, that was really nice. And she was like all excited and smiling. She's like, what? And it's like dark chocolate, and she likes dark chocolate, so it was honestly perfect. It was like a brownie thing with like some mousse on it. I don't know, I feel like that was a good dessert for her to have. Gluten-free dark chocolate brownie, like, I feel like that's maybe her dream or something. I don't know. I'm not really a chocolate guy in general, especially not dark chocolate, but I think she is. But yeah, it was a really good day. And then we went home after that, listened to his music, talk. Like, I didn't want that day to end for real, and I'm really glad that it even happened though. And that's just when you gotta look back and just be grateful. Like, be grateful for the present day. Not every day is going to be that great, and so you can always try to be positive and make it that great, but it's never going to be that good. So I'm really happy that day happened, and I'm really just glad to spend the time with her. Like, it was a good day. So I don't know, this video is just about that. And if you have any chance to just kind of have some fun, like experience some life and not get tied down to work or school all the time, like, do it. It can be a day. Like, just kind of go with the flow and just treat your inner child a little bit, because life is not meant to always be tied down to work or school. Like, you should be able to have some freedom. So yeah, that was a good day. I love driving. Low-key love driving. Not low-key, high-key. I love driving. I'm so happy to have my car back and, shifted and everything. Manual's fun, bro. Manual's fun. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your day. Hope you're having a good day. And yeah, I'll see you. Peace.